dancers, so today we're going to be talking about scoliosis and all the different treatment options that you can do to help heal your scoliosis and make that curvature less. Now usually you're going to go and see a doctor and they're going to have you bend down, and then when you roll up, one side of your back is going to be humped up. That's a sign that you have scoliosis on one side or another. Now it's usually an S shape or a C shape, depending on the type of scoliosis you have. There are some that where your spine actually twists, but most of them are a C shape and S shape. Scoliosis affects up to about 5% of school-aged children, starting around the age of 10 and going on till they stop growing. We really need to look at how do we prevent this scoliosis from getting worse, or how to just prevent it in general from happening. Now, when you go see a doctor, they're going to provide 3 usually treatment options for you. One is if your scoliosis is not that bad, then they will tell you, okay, we can just wait it out. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad or not worse. Second option, treatment option, is to provide a back brace for you. And then the third option is to tell you that you need surgery. Now there is a little bit of a problem that I have with these 3 different treatment options. One is that waiting really doesn't do anything. You need to do something if you have scoliosis. 2, bracing can cause atrophy of the muscles, especially if you're wearing that brace constantly all the time. You're relying on the back brace to support your back, to support your core, your muscles around your spine, and that for me, because I had scoliosis, was what I started doing. I started just slumping and relaxing into that back brace rather than holding my core and my spine up. The last thing is if you have spinal surgery, then that ruins your dancing career if you are a dancer out there watching this, and you can't go back on it. It's permanent. And so all of these different treatment options, sometimes, yes, research says can potentially be helpful, but they're not always the best alternative option. I'm going to also give some other methods that you can research, look into for your scoliosis to help that spine start to straighten out. I also just want to add, over the course of just a few years, you can spend up to $10,000 on back bracing or bracing for scoliosis. 23 to 50% of people who actually do end up wearing a back brace end up actually needing spinal infusion surgery. Go out and look at other different treatment options. I just want to provide that level of information for you so that you know and you go into this with knowledge, and that you can look at other treatment options so that you can hopefully heal that back. First, what are you doing that might be making your scoliosis worse? Some of these options that I'm giving you were for myself, but you need to think through what might be causing your scoliosis to, go into that slump S a little bit more prominently. Random things for you. I ended up sleeping on one position like every single night, and thinking back about that, I was like, oh my goodness, that was a perfect S shape for my scoliosis. If I had slept on the other side, then it might have moved my backbone a little bit differently. The other thing was I sat on a stool. I was homeschooled and I sat on a stool, and I always sat in like one specific posture doing my schoolwork. That was causing my lower part to shift on over and my upper part needing to try to go on the other way, creating that S. Those are just some examples for you that you can think through. How am I sitting? How am I sleeping? What might be causing my scoliosis to potentially get worse? What can I modify or change in my lifestyle habits to help my scoliosis? Posture. I think all of us know that we need to work on our posture. Myself included, my posture is horrible. I'm trying to work on it right now. But posture is extremely important for us to be able to maintain that strong muscular muscles along the spine. Diet, 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 diet. You can change your diet. Now, if you just do a quick Google search and type in scoliosis diet, like all types of things like pop up, but sugar, the bad fatty foods, junk food for instance, really do not benefit your spine. Eat an anti-inflammatory diet so that your spine can strengthen and get straighter. Quickly, you can eliminate these foods: dairy products, refined vegetable oils, refined carbohydrates, trans fats. You can include many of these foods: high fiber foods, probiotic foods, healthy fats, fish oil, grass-fed butter, coconut oil, ancient grains, sprouted grains, bone broth, collagen, helps maintain healthy joints. You know, all of these different things can really help heal your spine with regards to your food. So really look at your diet and think about, okay, what can I change in my diet to help heal my scoliosis? Who can you see? So I saw a myofascial trigger point therapist. So if you look at my back, this part of my back was completely holding it up, and this muscle along my spine had completely turned off. I went to a myofascial trigger point therapist who helped me realize these different things and helped get that muscle back working and turned on. You might not realize that you turned off different muscles. Someone else who can evaluate your back might be able to pinpoint and isolate those muscles a little bit more for you. Chiropractors can obviously help adjust you, crack you in different places to help make your spine a little bit more aligned. I had a friend who has scoliosis, a dancer. She saw this chiropractor who gave her exercises that she did every single day very diligently, and she never had a back brace. Research does show that chiropractic care does help scoliosis. Research was done by Clear Institute of over 140 different patients, and they saw a major reduction rate in the people who had scoliosis sought out chiropractic care. And this study was done with patients who were from the age of 9 all the way up into their 80s. Patients demonstrated an average of 37.7% decrease in their spinal curvature. And this only happened just out of 12 visits. So really look up a chiropractor in your area. Ask them to give you exercises. Ask them if they can help you with your scoliosis. Some other people that you can look into is a physical therapist. You can ask your doctor for a physical therapist who might be able to help you with your spine. Even if they're not recommending a brace for you right now, do something and be active in helping your spine get straighter. The last person that I want to recommend is a Pilates instructor. A Pilates instructor obviously you can use the reformer, which that, just helps reform your back. But use a reformer. You can also do mat work Pilates at home, and that will help strengthen your core and your back and your side muscles. Go out and get other medical help. A myofascial therapist, a chiropractor, a physical therapist, Pilates instructor, whoever it might be. Go out and see someone else who might be able to help you with your spine. Now, when I was on my fitness journey to help my scoliosis, I found that there was this friend in my class. She had scoliosis, and her mom had given her exercises. I ended up asking them to help me with my scoliosis as well. Her mom gave me these specific exercises where let's say my spine is literally like this right now. Her goal was, because this shoulder was up and this hip needed to be pulled down. Everything needed to be pulled down. I needed to jump up and lift this shoulder up and get this leg to come down. She told me to use like a ball and to throw it up on the wall and jump up on this leg. Now, this exercise was the top one that I did for my scoliosis that I really believe helped my scoliosis. Now, you can see in this picture, I had, the different dates here, and then I had my curvature that you can see, and how it got better, and got better, and you think, oh, that's because she was wearing a back brace. Yes, maybe it was because I was using my back brace, but at the very beginning was when I was very dedicated at doing my exercises, and then later on I actually dropped off, especially at the end because I just stopped caring, I guess. But I dropped off my exercises, and then my curvature got a little bit worse. So do your exercises, whoever gives them to you, I really recommend them. So everyone, this is Laura Love here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you back for more. But I hope in general these videos are uplifting, encouraging, that they give you hope that you can get better, because I really do believe that you can get better with your scoliosis. So try to find someone who will give you exercises to help promote that healing that you need. And as always, click that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you back for more. Bye!